And here we go. We should be live. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The start of a new day. The start of a new journey. We are shiny hunting another Pokemon. Once again, I forgot to post on the Pokeplaya Instagram. Gotta go post on there that this stream is live in the first place. You know, so we can get as many viewers to this stream as possible. Let me go to that real quick. Sorry, I normally do that before this stream, but I forgot to do it for this stream. If you can probably tell by the thumbnail already, we are shiny hunting Frigibax. Frigibax, my favorite Pokemon probably from Pokemon Scarlet. By audio is good, LJ. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Let me post here. Shiny hunting the strongest Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Live on YouTube. Link in bio. It's what we got to do to get as many people watching this stream as possible. Got to promote it on all the platforms and stuff. Shiny Hunt live on YouTube. There we go. Then we actually have to put the link in the bio. Stream. There we go. Now that should be working. Let me just double check to make sure, just to be positive. All right, the stream's looking good. Everything's good to go. Today, we are looking for shiny Frigibax, the Pokemon that evolves into Baxcalibur, the pseudo-legendary of this generation. I'm opening up the wrong game. I'm opening up Pokemon Unite, which I got to do a stream for that soon, Pokemon Unite, because as I said in another stream, I'm actually cracked at Pokemon Unite. Former 45th Decidueye in the world. That's correct. I'm cracked out of my mind at that game. So we're going to play that, but let's open this up. Game audio and everything. Hopefully it's good. Is that playing the music? You hear that? Dun, 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 dun. The iconic Pokemon music at the start there. Here we go. Now, doing a bit of a shorter stream, I will note. Tomorrow we'll do full normal stream as I normally do. Today, a shorter one. I got to deal with some stuff. Got to go to the happiest place on earth. The DMV. I got to go figure some stuff out there today. So, not a super long stream today, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to not stream. So, we're going to start the shiny hunt today. Hopefully, finish it within the next couple days. I think this will be an easy one for me. Honestly, I really do, because I'm a pro at hunting these Frigibaxes. Because for those that don't know, that haven't heard this already, when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet first came out, I was looking for the leaks and everything like that. Or actually, I should say before it came out, I was looking for the leaks. I found a full leak of the Pokedex a week before the game came out. And I'm looking through, I'm like, who's that Pokemon? Oh, and also, too, I evolved All Might. We've never actually made him All Might yet, but I have evolved him. And I wanted to show, this is the low kicks that I got just playing the game, other shiny. So we got the shiny squad. We got low kicks, All Might, Yami the King Gambit, Gyarados, and I want a shiny Baxcalibur. This is the one I played through the game with and that I had, because like I was saying, I found the leaks before the game came out. I'm like, that Pokemon right there looks insane. It's got a axe or sword on its back. That's got to be the pseudo-legendary. And turns out, Baxcalibur ended up being the pseudo-legendary. Where's Encounter Power Dragon? Here we go. Look at this. We eat these things right here. I'm a pro at doing this. I told you guys. And I was like, I need to get Baxcalibur. Start playing the game. Like, you only can get him up on the Snowy Mountain. I'm like, that's awesome. That's one of my favorite locations in the game. That big Snowy Mountain. So I'm like, we'll go up there and find him up there. Then kept grinding, looking for him. I caught one at the start, but I'm like, you know what? I like this Pokemon so much. I want to get a perfect nature one. So I grinded for a male adamant nature one. I'll show you guys my box real quick. I went through a decent amount of them. And this is like before I ever did like that hunting and that stuff. I was going through and finding them, catching all of these to try to get the perfect male adamant nature one. Finally got one. with this Baxcalibur right here, and he was my ace Pokemon on my playthrough team. He was absolutely cracked out of his mind. Look at that attack, 302. Gave him all the protein to get him as yoked up as possible. Dragon Claw, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Glaive Rush. He's an absolute beast. I'm currently working on getting enough Steel Terra Shards to make him a Steel Terra type, because I believe that's the best. I think that will be the best Terra type for Baxcalibur. And yeah, we got him. And I was like, you know what? What's the next shiny Pokemon we should go get? Let's go get Frigibax. Although I don't necessarily like the shiny for Frigibax as much as I just like normal Frigibax, like you can probably tell by the thumbnail. You can barely tell the difference between the two to begin with. I wonder if trying to figure out which one of the thumbnails the one that's actually the shiny one. Wait a little bit. It's the middle one. It's the one right in the middle. You might not even have noticed. I should have put it off to the side. Having it in the middle is kind of obvious. For the stream tomorrow, I might move it and see if you guys can figure out exactly which one it is. But it doesn't look that different. The shiny one for Baxcalibur, I think he just gets a little purple. Or, not purple. It gets more of like a turquoise-ish blue color. And also, too, we get so, the hands turn... See how his hands are red? They turn pink. So, I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's definitely not one of my favorite shinies. And like I was saying, the pseudo-legendary shinies typically are like, they're either amazing or really bad. There's not really any in between. But we ate that thing, and look, we're gonna... Oh, why does it have to be a snowstorm right now? There's one Frigibax. Oh, finding the shiny one's gonna be hard. They're all over the place. We got the snowstorm going. Let me look real quick again what the shiny one is. So a good way to tell the shiny is the body's the rest of the color is the stomach, and the snot is pink instead of yellow. So yellow snot. Yeah, we definitely be zoomed in for this one. Yellow snot. Let's see, but look, like, I mean, look at how many we're finding right away. Because I was, like, why is there, I'm going somewhere else. Why does there have to be the snowstorm right here? We'll go over to this gym. The snowstorm here is making it awful. That's all, I can't even see the Pokemon. But hey, there's still a snowstorm over here. That last spot wasn't the OG spot I'd search at. I think it was... I think I would jump off here. Yeah, this is where I would originally search. That was weird. We were stuck right there for a second. I don't think it's going to take us long to get this one at all. Because these Frigibaxes... Because when I was looking for them before, I wasn't looking for a shiny. I was just looking for whatever one I could get. Can this snowstorm go away? This thing's so annoying. The game's trying to make it so we have a hard time finding shiny Frigibax. He looks like such a little derpy Pokemon, too. Frigibax. Yellow. Oh, good, there's no snowstorm over here. Perfect. Never mind, it's back. We're doing, like I said, we're doing a shorter stream today. Imagine we find it in the one short stream. I feel like out of the... I said originally Bisharp I thought was going to be the easiest one because you get Bisharps and Pawniard spawning in that one spot. I think this might be the easiest one. I feel like I'm going to get this one quick. Because it's the only dragon type that spawns up here. Oh, he was level 36. Okay, to battle him, I want 53, 40. Let's go to boxes. Let's get rid of... Let's just get another Frigibax. Let's move him back to front page. Make sure you check out my other video to find out how to get this Dark Terra type Charizard that Pokemon just gave out to everyone. Look, Pokemon just gave it to me. Level 50 Dark Terra type Charizard. Make sure to watch my new video to see how you can do that. Well, let's find, so it's 30-something. 24, 25, 40, you know, what was he, 28? Let's use him because he has quick attack. That should be just a simple move to use against that. Let's keep, let's get rid of, we want to level up all those guys. Let's put Yami back. Yami will go back, and then let's go grab just another one of these Frigibaxes. Where's it? That one was 30-something. Let's grab this 36 one. We'll use this one, and off we go. Look, there's a bunch right there. So that one there. Let's see, let's see. Look, they're all over the place. This is going to be easy, easy. No, no. We have found, I think, more Frigobacks already than we did for the first half of the first stream we did looking for, what's his name? All Might. Because when we looked for All Might, the first stream we did, it was 2 hours. So the first hour, we didn't see this many Finizen. We're doing Frigobacks. We are 10 minutes into the stream. And look at how many we've seen already. No. I like how they're just kind of trotting around, too. On the side of the cliff. This might be the fastest ever shiny hunt we do. Let's see, there was a good spot back here I would go down. It's like a big hillside. No, not shiny. Citadel. No, 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 no. I kind of wish it went, like, to a darker color. I don't really like how it's a lighter color. Here we go. Got the Gimme Gold Coin, only 1. I think I checked last night. I have 200 of those things. So now I have 201. I hate Sneasel. Sneasel is probably one of my least favorite Pokemon. I just hate this thing. I don't know. We're blasting this thing away with a Fire Blast. Donde, take him out. I mean, Fire Blast, Sneasel. Yeah, get out of here. You're done. You're done. There you go. Sneasel's dead. I know you say fainted, but no. That Sneasel is dead. Okay, look at all of them here. No, no, no. I can kind of see now that the snowstorm's gone, it's easier to tell. This is where I was. This, like, hillside here. Mass outbreak of Magneton. That's not what we want. We want Frigobacks. No, shiny Frigobacks is what we really want. Shiny Frigobacks. We're gonna find him. Baxcalibur's such a cool Pokemon. I see people, like, hating on him. It's not that good. He's cracked. In, like, actual battling it, I'm pretty sure, and stuff. He's got crazy attack stats. He looks awesome, too. Like, how do you not like Baxcalibur? Look how cool it looks. Look at this thing. And the name is awesome. Bax. It's got, like, an axe on its back. Caliber, like Excalibur, the sword, and it's spelled burr, like a iceberg, or you're saying burr, it's cold. Like, dude, it's literally perfect. They couldn't have made it any better. I will admit, Frigobacks looks rather ugly. I mean, yeah, Frigobacks, this little guy right here. He looks a little ugly, I cannot deny that. But I think it's based on different, like, Godzillas, if I'm not mistaken. I've never really been a fan of, like, the Godzilla stuff or watched those movies, but I think in, like, there's, like, the older Godzilla movies, there's these different forms of Godzilla, and each one, or each one of the Pokemon in this evolution line are based off of a different form, which I think is cool. And the signature move, Glaive Rush, where he jumps up and launches his back forward, that's the same move that Godzilla would do. I'm like, well, that's really cool. Right, now we gotta climb back up the mountain. We're not finding as many down here. I think that's how it was when I would look before. Down at the bottom here, there was never really that much. Right up there at that top spot where I first left, like, the Pokemon Center area, that's the juiced spot. That's where you find a ton of them. There we go. No, no. No. Oh, a wild Gardevoir. That's cool. Look, the little Houndstone things, they sneak up on you and get you. I always think their little candles sticking out is like a, one of those, like, not Pokeball things that are sitting there, but like little glow things, like little stars you run up and grab and you get items and stuff. I always think those are one of those. So I full sprint over to them and, no, it's Houndstone, or whatever the first evolution's called, sitting there waiting for me. A bunch more down here. No. No, no. No. None yet so far, but once again, we are... Oh, low kicks. Oh, this must be the end of the mountain. If I walk in here, is it going to tell me I'm in a different location? Oh, it's not. Just a low kicks chilling there. Let's see. 2 of them right there. Need a shiny. Cubchoo, no. Another low kicks. Hey, look, we're in North Province Area 1. We gotta go back up. Too far down, too far down. One thing I also really like about this game, like, look at Bronzor. Like, look at the detail on, like, the reflectiveness almost. And when you look at, like, Magnetons and, like, see this star thing here. I always think those look like that. The little candle sticking out of the snow. But, Magnezone, Magneton, all those Pokemon, they look so cool. It's, like, so shiny. Normally in the games, it's always just been, like, a matte, plain silver or gray color. But now, with, like, the graphics and stuff in this game, it's, like, chrome almost. Yeah, chrome is really the best way to describe it. It's crazy. They look so good. Ooh, what's that one down there? No. Oh, yeah, look, dude. These things are all over the place right now. And I know I said we're doing a shorter stream today, so honestly, we probably won't find one today. I mean, I'm still believing. Like, look at how many we're finding. I'm sure this is going to go relatively quick. If we don't find one today, tomorrow, for sure. We will get one tomorrow. None there. Not that one. Not that one. What about this one? No, not that one. Another little thing. Never melt ice. I think that's a good item. Maybe it was an item in the show or something like that that was good. Where do I know the never melt ice from? I don't know. But climbing back up. And then we'll just run up here a bit more. Because I feel like up here there's more of them. There's one there. Not shiny. Oop, oh my. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost running into all these other Pokemon we don't need. There's Frigobacks. Frigobacks. No, not shiny. Not shiny. Here we go. This next one here. Not shiny. Frigobacks is such a cool Pokemon. The pseudo-legendaries I've always loved. I always like the pseudo-legendaries from the regions. They're typically one of, if not my favorite Pokemon from the region. Like, Sinnoh, the two pseudo-legendaries are my two, or not Sinnoh, Hoenn, the two pseudo-legendaries are my two favorite Pokemon. Speaking of Sinnoh, though, what is my favorite Pokemon from Sinnoh? Because, I mean, like, I like Garchomp. I don't love it, though. What city is that over there? Is that Lavencia? Yeah, that is Lavencia down there. I was thinking, like, what is that with all those lights over there? But, Lucario's cool, too. I don't, like, love Lucario, though. Like, a lot of people, like, Lucario's arguably their favorite Pokemon. Not really for me, though. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8, 9. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look, we have 9, 10 all right here. In this one area. Yesterday, it would take us, what, 10 minutes to find a cluster of Finizen that were like that? And here the Frigobacks are, they're just all over the place. This is going to be an easy shiny hunt for sure. Honestly, gotta knock on wood still. You never know. Can never be too sure. But I mean, I'm confident. We are 18 minutes into this stream. I am confident we found more Frigobacks already, 18 minutes into this stream, than we did the entirety of the first stream where we were looking for shiny Finizen. No doubt. Look at all these Frigobacks, they're everywhere. Didn't mean to hit that one, but let's just check the CP, the level. 38, okay. So we should, I think we'll be fine once we battle it. Obviously, we have Donde there leading off, but we're not going to actually use him when we find the shiny to battle because I have him just as the lead Pokemon now. Because if we do accidentally run into Pokemon like what we just did that we don't want to necessarily battle or encounter and stuff, if I was leading with my lower level Pokemon I'm going to use to weaken the Frigobacks, then it would probably stay because it's like you can't get away because your Pokemon isn't high enough level. Typically, I think if the wild Pokemon is higher level than the Pokemon you're using, it won't let you run away, like, instantly. I think that's how it works. But if you have a level 100 Charizard out there, yeah, they're going to let you run away perfectly fine. Let's say got away extra safely. Because, you know, those wild Pokemon don't want to smoke with Donde. They'll know he'll mess him up. You know what? We should go to the highest peak. Is that right above me? Going up to this sign? What does the sign say? To the gym. Crap. That's not where we want to go. Let's just climb upwards. You can fly to the place, but we don't want to fly there. We want to actually go there. Ooh! That's the first Arctibax we've seen. That's not shiny, is it? What is the shiny? I don't even know what the shiny one looks like. No, it's not. Right, it's not shiny Arctibax. His hands are pink, too. I think. Let me just look up. Shiny Arctibax. Yeah, the shiny one's the turquoise color, too, and his hands are pink. So now what we're looking for, level 49, that's a high level. See, got away safely from the level 49 pseudo-legendary Pokemon in the wild. You know why? Because they don't want to mess with Donde. They don't want the smoke with him. They're like, Donde's going to mess me up. There's, another one, not shiny. Let's see, Bronzor, hi, how are you? 2 more. We're seeing so many. Like, this is a fun shiny hunt, at least so far. I know we're only 20 minutes in, but this is a fun shiny hunt because we're seeing so many. Like, Finizen was like, oh my god, we're not even seeing any of them. This one, we're at least seeing the Pokemon we need. Like, the Bisharp one, too. That one was way more fun than a Finizen one, because the Finizen one we were doing, that one sucked, because we weren't finding Finizen. I thought, like, before I started that, I thought I was going to find a lot more than I actually did. It wasn't, like, enjoyable, like, looking at them all, trying to figure out which one's shiny, until we got to the point to where we finally found a, mass outbreak. Because, like, the sandwich... Oh, so we're up at the highest point right now, if I didn't mention that already. That's where we got the picture for the thumbnail. Highest point in all of Paldea. Mount Galisado, I think is the name. Let's see. No. No. Just run down the mountain. There we go. Super potion. No. Gotta look at the... I keep seeing them and thinking there might be shiny. Then I have to just double check the snot. If it's not... It's meant to be yellow. It's supposed to be... It's yellow, but it's meant to be... pink, yeah. The snot's meant to be like... have a pink hue. Oh, see, now the sun's up. It's way easy to see what color they are. Way easier. That one... No. I keep seeing those Cubchews, and I keep thinking those are the shiny one. No, no. Let's see, what's this one here? No. That one, no. Doing good, still doing good. Nothing to worry about yet. Finding a ton of them. So the fastest shiny hunt we've done right now is... We've only done 2. But the fastest one is... Is that a shiny Snover? No, that's a shiny Snover! No way! Oh my god, it is! No way! That 2 times now we're out shiny hunting a different Pokemon. But during the shiny hunt, we find a shiny of a different Pokemon. Oh my gosh, that's so sick! Okay, what level was he? 37? Let's bring out Kilowatch and just hit him with a couple quick attacks. Let's go! Shiny Snover, that's a sick one. Abomasnow's a really cool Pokemon. I know there's no Megas in this game, but Mega Abomasnow is a super cool Pokemon. Shiny Snover, let's go! I'm hyped about that. Okay, quick attack. Oh, that did nothing. I wonder if we should just start fucking Ultra Balls at it. Let's see. Oh, he's regaining health? Yeah, I'm not. Let's throw Pokeballs. Use an Ultra Ball. Hopefully it's a Snover. It shouldn't be hard to catch, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh! Snover's trolling us over here! Look at look at the Brigabacks in the background. It's like he's looking around like he's lost or he dropped something. Okay, this will be easy. We'll get this Snover. Ultra Ball. Hey, so that's the fastest we've ever found a shiny. 2, 3. Got him! Let's go! There we go! Shiny Snover. Only 24 minutes into this stream, we already caught our first shiny. Now, it isn't the shiny we're looking for, but I'm not complaining at all. A shiny's a shiny, and Snover is a cool one for sure. Let's go! Let's send them to the boxes. That's crazy. That's the fastest we've ever found a shiny, without a doubt. Shiny Snover, barely into the stream. Let's see. When we encountered that, like 21, right? Okay. Shiny Snover sent to the boxes. See, this is a fun shiny. I'm telling you guys, this mountain, this is my domain. I've spent so much time up here looking for that perfect nature Frigabax. I know this place like the back of my hand. You know the ins and outs, where all the good stuff is, and I told you guys that we were over in the good juiced spots, getting all the good stuff. That wasn't another one, was it? No. Oh, let's step down there. No. Let's go over. Let's walk over down this way. No. Shiny Snover. That's a sick one. We're gonna have a whole shiny team. I think that's Pachirisu. No, I'm good. Let's see. I wanted to heal up Kilowattrel. Bag. Super Potion should be good, right? Yeah, perfect. Oop, Excalibur could be healed up as well. There we go. That Cubchoo, again, I keep seeing the Cubchoos thinking they're shiny because they're small, about the same size as Frigabax, but they're a different color. So I barely see them out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh my god, it's that one, but nope. Okay, here we go. We got the shiny luck on our side today. We're doing good, all juiced up. One shiny already. Off looking for the second one. Frigabax. What is that down there? What is that? Oh, it's a trainer. I thought that was a Pokemon. I'm like, what kind of Pokemon is that? No, not that one. Ooh, look at all of them that are spawning. This is awesome. I'm turning into a shiny hunter. I wasn't even planning on it. I was just like, I'm gonna do a couple of these for fun. We're cracked at this. Finding these shinies. I mean, we found the Bisharp. The first one we did relatively quick, I feel. Then we did the one after that, Palafin. Yeah, that took a long time, but we found a shiny while we were looking for a different shiny, which that's good. Now here we are with Frigabax. We've already got a shiny already. This is awesome. And like the sandwich we were using too, yeah, look at magazines. See how they're chrome? It looks so good. And as I was saying, the sandwich we were using doesn't even boost like that Pokemon. We used a dragon sandwich. So that was full normal odds on that Snover. So that's my second full odds shiny I've caught in this game. So we have low kicks, who I showed you guys at the start of the stream. You let me get that, Frigabax? Thank you. We have the low kicks that I found during the playthrough. And then that one we just found. I'm not counting that Magikarp because I technically had a, what's it called? Why is that Flamingo? The Flamingo's in the wrong spot. It's probably cold over here. You got to get back to the water or something. Flamigo, I think's his name. No. Back up. There we go. Jeez. You know, what's the shiny one of those look like? Because I think those things are low-key kind of cracked in actual, like, PvP. Gotta keep the shiny Frigabax tab open so I can find that. Shiny. I think Flamigo's the name. So he's a little bit lighter color pink. This guy's got a black one. How do you get that? The shiny one's pretty cool. Oh wait, actually, I might shiny hunt that one. Are the wing, like the wings on the normal one are all like the one color almost. But on the shiny one, the wings when they open it up, it's like a noticeable different shade. Yeah, the inside of its wings. Ooh. We might shiny hunt Flamigo next. That's a cool one. Yeah, look, Sneasel doesn't want the smoke from Donde. It's letting us run free. Oh. Hi, Frigabax. I wonder how long the sandwiches last, too. We'll be able to tell easily here because once the sandwich runs out, there will be no Frigaback spawns. I'm telling you guys. The sandwich helps so much over here. And when I was first searching for them, I was showed that box I had with all the Frigabacks. You might think, that's not that many. You didn't look through that much. I spent so much time, though, because I didn't have a sandwich going. I didn't even know about those sandwiches. I didn't know, honestly, much about the game at the start, as you can tell. I was looking for the Frigabacks without a sandwich, and I was looking for a perfect nature one when there's the mints to use to change the nature. And I was going through, and they're rare, so you barely find any. I should go to the Dragon's Lair. Let's go, let's go to the Dragon's Lair. There's always a Frigabacks in the Dragon's Lair. Yo, X, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. We're shiny hunting Frigabacks today. We already found one shiny, like 23 minutes into the stream. We found a shiny Snover, just on the side of the mountain. I was like, let's go. And now we're looking for more shiny Frigabacks, which the shiny hunt's going best any shiny hunt's ever gone for us because we've already found a shiny, and the Frigabacks are all over the place. But I'm going to take you guys to the Dragon's Lair. Hopefully in here, we will find the shiny one. Because in the Dragon's Lair, it's guaranteed you're going to find a Frigabacks. Yeah, no, shiny Abomasnow is really cool. Oh, Bergmite. I wish Megas were in this game, because Mega Shiny Abomasnow would be really cool, because I love Mega Abomasnow, man. I use that thing in Pokemon Go. Because it was the first Ice-type Mega. I don't know if it was the first Ice-type Mega released, but it was definitely the first one I had enough Mega Energy to evolve, so I used it a bunch. Here we go. Look, the Dragon's Lair is always guarded by Hawlucha or, what's it called? Kuparaja. Look, Dragon's Lair. Told you guys there'd be a Frigaback spawn in here. Look, this place is so juiced up. They got Pokemon coming out of the walls. Look, that's a Hariyama. Yeah, see? They got Hariyamas and Dinos popping out of the walls. That's how cracked the Dragon's Lair is. You want to get strong in this game? You want to get some strong Pokemon? Go to the Dragon's Lair. Look, Frigaback's right there. I wonder if I run out and run back in, if it'll give new spawns. Well, Hariyama's gone. Still the Frigaback's and 3 Dinos. Look, there's something coming out of the wall. Oh, Young Goose. Young Goose, we don't want you. Look at Hawlucha strutting around. Back up to the mountain we go, though. Because we're looking for a shiny Frigaback, so we need as many encounters as possible. And it's easier to cover more ground running along the mountain than it is running inside and outside the Dragon's Lair. Even though the Dragon's Lair is cracked, it might not be the best spot to find the shiny Frigabacks. I think just out on the side of the mountain is going to be the best spot. Just out where we're roaming around. Tidal, geez, leave me alone. He just started trotting on over to me. He was going to attack me. Let's see. No. Frigabacks. No. Alright, alright. Frigabacks. Nope. Frigabacks. Nope. Oh my gosh. So I posted a new video yesterday. Last second video I just saw and was like, I gotta make a video about this. It was the free Dark Terra type Charizard Pokemon gave to everyone for this game. I'll show you guys it right now. I have it in my box. Pokemon just gave this thing to everyone. You just have to put in the code for a mystery gift. Dark Terra 0006. DARKTERA 0006. And you get this Dark Terra type Charizard at a level 50. Which I think is awesome. And I think it's so cool. They're doing all this extra stuff to build up the hype for Obsidian Flames. And I've been seeing people complain, we don't want any more Charizard, too much Charizard. And I was thinking, I was like, do they really give too much Charizard stuff? I understand how during Sword and Shield, it may have seemed that way, simply just because Leon had a Charizard. But were there really too many Charizards during that era? And now, I mean, we're going into the 3rd set of Scarlet and Violet, and we have a Charizard-themed set. But look back at some of the best generations of Pokemon cards. X and Y, Flashfire, 2nd set, one of the best generations of Pokemon cards. You had Megas in the last year for the uppercase EXs. Last year, era, generation. Sword and Shield. Darkness Ablaze. The third set for the Sword and Shield era. Awesome, amazing set. Had the VMAX I almost said GMAX because it's V for the cards. The VMAX Charizard. I still don't have that card and still want one. And now for Obsidian Flames, third set once again, Charizard themed set. Like, I'm not complaining at all. I am hyped. And it's like a callback to my favorite set of all time, EX Dragon Frontiers, where they had the shiny Charizard. Like, people like too much Charizard. I mean, they're just giving what the fans want. Yeah, there's the handful of haters that are always out there commenting on the Pokemon posts saying, we don't want Charizard. But let's be real, the majority of Pokemon fans, they want to see Charizard as much as possible. Like, Charizard's such a cool Pokemon. Why wouldn't you want as much Charizard stuff as possible? And they're acting like they're using... One argument I saw was someone's like, yeah, well... Because someone replied to a comment this person left. And it was on the Pokemon post about the Terra-type Charizard you can get. And someone was like, yeah, well, I hate that Pokemon makes it seem like there's only 60 Pokemon when there's over 1,000. Now, I was thinking, I'm like, they don't have Charizard be like the main mascot of every set. If they include the card in the set, like, so what? I mean, how is them including a Charizard card in a set any different from, like, a Starly card? Are people complaining that there's too many Starly cards out there? No. The only thing is, Charizard's a popular Pokemon, so more people like it, so more people talk about that card. But that card being, like, the presence of that card there doesn't mean it's overwhelming the whole TCG. I think I think our sandwich ran out, so let's go back and get a new one. But, dude, I just see people hate on the Charizard so much now. And I know it's not, like, the majority of Pokemon fans. I know it's just a small number of haters out there on social media. So, I'm not it's not that big of a deal, but people do complain a lot about Charizards. Now, I will admit, the Charizard UPC box, that might have been a little much. We didn't necessarily need that. But, like, Charizard, they had as Leon's ace Pokemon because Leon was, like, the biggest, baddest, undefeated champion. And they're thinking, what would be the perfect Pokemon to have the big, bad, undefeated world champion have in Pokemon? A Charizard. It's literally, like, the perfect match. What else should they have had? Anything else, more people would have complained about. People would have been crying and whining and yelling and saying all this stuff. They did a Charizard. It made majority of the fans happy. And, like, everyone loved it. How do you enter it? So what you do is you go to your menu, go to Pokeportal, go to Mystery Gift, and in the Mystery Gift, you enter the code DARKTERRA0006. You can watch my new video from yesterday if you want to see, like, a legit, like, step-by-step walkthrough of it. Well, hey, let's go over to the Go for Broke Grill again, encounter Dragon Power. Let's get that sandwich, and we're on our way. But having Leon have the Charizard was perfect. Because then Ash ended up battling him for the title of being the world champion, like Ash's final journey in battle in that Pokemon anime after, what, 25 years or something like that. Who would it end up being against? A Charizard, like with the Pikachu. And when they battled, like, the Charizard wasn't, like, Gigantamax. They were Gigantamax at one point, but, like, the conclusion of the battle, they were both just, you know, normal base form, I guess you can say. Like, oh my gosh, man. It was just perfect. Having Leon have the Charizard. And yeah, there was a Radiant Charizard card in Crown Zenith. Of course there was going to be. It was the last set of the Sword and Shield era. And one of the most hyped up cards throughout that entire era were the Charizard cards. So, of course, they're going to have one last one to kick it all off. Or to conclude it, not kick it all off, my bad. And then you look at some of the other sets that had them. Okay, you have the Pokemon Go set. Of course you're going to have a Charizard card in the Pokemon Go set. Because Charizard, when Pokemon Go first came out, was like one of the Pokemon to get. And also, too, it was the first set where they had all the Kanto starters as shinies. What, are they going to have a shiny Blastoise and Venusaur and leave out shiny Charizard? No, they're not going to do that. Then you had the Darkness Ablaze, obviously, with the VMAX Charizard. That's something, let's be real. everybody wanted, because everyone saw Leon had the VMAX Charizard, or GMAX Charizard, and they're like, I want that as a card. The VMAX Charizard was awesome. Champions Path, that was a little much, I will admit. That set, it was like the Burning Shadows of, how Burning Shadows was in Sun and Moon, was Champions Path and Sword and Shield. It only had the special Charizard card, and everyone hyped it up just because of that. Like, they had the Charizard on the artwork for the Elite Trainer boxes, which, I mean, the Elite Trainer boxes did come with the special Charizard V card, and honestly, I think one of the reasons why they did that was to give fans an easy way to access a cool Charizard card from that generation without having to spend all this money or end up having to pull the super rare Charizards, because in Champions Path, that's where you had the shiny Charizard V and the Rainbow Rare Charizard V, and I mean, like I said, I'll admit that set might have been a little much. We didn't necessarily need that, because that did come right after Darkness Ablaze as well, so there was already that Charizard set there. But I understood why they did it. And then you have Pokemon 151, which is coming out in a little bit. Everyone's mad at, oh, more Charizard. What are they going to have? So you want them to have a set where they make a card of each of the original 151 Pokemon, and you just want them to leave out Charizard? So instead of Pokemon 151, you want Pokemon 150, where they leave out Pokédex entry number 6, Charizard? No, they're not going to do that. And then, in Shining Fates, honestly, I would have been cool if they never even made Shining Fates. But the reason they did that was because the hype around Hidden Fates, all the people were crying that Hidden Fates was too expensive. I mean, I had no issue at all getting Hidden Fates stuff. I opened only a little bit of it, pulled some cool cards. I'm like, I'm good. I'm keeping the rest sealed. But like, all the people that came in like late to the Pokemon stuff, they only came in really because the hype came back, and they were looking for stuff that they could make good money on because they saw how good Hidden Fates did. They were crying that they wanted a set like that, so they got Shining Fates. And then those same people are crying that there's too many Charizard cards. Well, the biggest chase card in... Ooh, a Spiritomb. The biggest chase card in Hidden Fates was the shiny Charizard, and if they're remaking this set, of course they're going to have the biggest, rarest card be another shiny Charizard. Like, that's just how it works when they're remaking set, like, or is emulating a good term to use for the sets? Because they're not, like, it's not a replicate. Nonetheless, hopefully you get what I mean. What are their Pyroars doing up here? I still have a very interesting shiny Regieleki with 548 speed that I got for a Miraidon. Shiny Regieleki. That one, it has like little blue accents on it, right? It's not that crazy of a difference. I really like Regieleki. Regidrago, I'm honest, I don't like. It's the Charizard head. I'm like, that... Speaking of the Charizard stuff being too much Charizard, that is too much. Regidrago's head doesn't need to be like a Charizard skull. There's no reason for that. That is too much. Unless it's meant to be like a Mega Charizard, but they didn't like link Megas with that gen at all, so it doesn't really make much sense. Look, this is like a ghostly area. You got Mimikyu, Spiritomb, Hypno and stuff. People are really crazy for new box legendaries. Seriously? The box legendaries? The ones that you just kind of get? But, what's it? Oh, you know what? Can you shiny hunt Koraidon? The shiny Koraidon's sick. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's all black pretty much. You know what? I have a couple of other Pokemon I want to shiny hunt. We're doing Frigobacks right now, and I came up with the idea for Flamigo. But you know, and I was gonna also do Roaring Moon. But you know what? Koraidon might be a sick one. Can you get that yet? Because I know some Pokemon are what they call shiny locked, where the shinies aren't available. Like, the starters were shiny locked at the start of the game, so you couldn't, like, reset until you got a shiny starter. That would be sick, though. Shiny Koraidon? Nah, they're still shiny locked? I don't even know what shiny Miraidon looks like. I know Koraidon is the like I said, it's all black and like white. It looks really, really cool. Like one of the cool... Koraidon's one of the best legendaries we have ever had in Pokemon. There's no doubt in my mind about that. It's definitely the best legendary since Unova. I guess some people could argue Reshiram or Zekrom are better. Honestly, I think that might just be like maybe a little bit of nostalgia factor. I think, I would say, based on the shiny alone, I would put Koraidon above both Reshiram and Zekrom, because both of their shinies suck. We were talking about that a little bit ago. Reshiram just has like gold rings around it, and Zekrom, the electricity turns green, which that's a cool detail, but like, when you're just looking at the Pokemon, it's just like a different hue of like, because Zekrom's not like necessarily like black, it's more of like a bluish, I think, like a really, it has like a blue hue almost to it, and I think the shiny is like a green hue to it, which is matching with the color of the lightning. But if those two, the shinies, were flipped of what the normal colors were, Reshiram was black and Zekrom was white, that would be awesome. But that's not the case, so it's not awesome. I honestly think Koraidon's probably better than both of those. Look at this thing. Look how sick Koraidon looks. Now, Miraidon, I don't really like too much. I mean, that's why I got this one. First of all, I got this one because Salamence is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And Roaring Moon I saw was in this one. I'm like, that seals it. I'm getting that one. I love Great Tusk. That Pokemon looks so sick. I have one here right in my box. Great Tusk is such a sick Pokemon as well. Like, look how cool this thing is. It looks just awesome. And then most of the other ones, I prefer the Paradox Pokemon for Scarlet better than I do Violet. But what originally sealed it for me was the Legendary, dude. Koraidon is way cooler, I think, than Miraidon. And the thing is, too, I'll watch videos and stuff of people. They're playing this game, and they have Violet, and they're riding around on Miraidon. And Miraidon just kind of like rolls around because, I mean, obviously it's the futuristic one. It's like a futuristic motorcycle bike thing. Koraidon, you get to see him run around, which I think looks way better as well. But the shiny for Koraidon is so sick. That alone, I think, makes it better than Reshiram and Zekrom. Then, obviously, I might put Giratina above it. But for the original base two, like, first two legendaries, like, because every gen is the legendary duo, I don't think Koraidon, he's better than everyone since Gen 3. I'd put Kyogre and Groudon both above him. But again, for me, that's probably just nostalgia, because Gen 3 is my favorite gen. Definitely not better than Rayquaza. I don't think I'd put it above Giratina. If Giratina only had the form with its legs, I think that's the origin form, then I'd say, yeah, Koraidon's better, because I don't really like that form that much. But I think it's, like I said, the altered form then, the one where it doesn't have legs and it's like flying around, that form is so sick. That thing is so cool. Koraidon, yeah, Koraidon. I like you, Koraidon, but you're not cooler than that. He has a cooler shiny, though. He might have one of the coolest shinies for any legendaries, if I'm being honest. I'll have Regieleki still keeps bouncing even when he sleeps. Seriously? I didn't know it does that. I think it's so cool that that's like the fastest Pokemon there is. Because it's electricity, it's like light. Like, there's nothing faster than that. Actually, scientists, I think I saw discovered some way to make something go faster than the speed of light, or a way for something that is fast. I don't know, it's confusing. That's all that kind of stuff gets kind of confusing, but I think they figured out something, because everyone always just thought that the speed of light's the fastest anything can possibly go. There's nothing that is faster. Nothing will ever be faster. Nothing can ever get faster. Nothing can ever go faster than the speed of light. And then you have Regieleki, like this electricity Pokemon. Electricity is similar to light, and that's the fastest Pokemon. Like, I think that's the cool thing, because they're not going to make like a Pokemon that's just like light. Like there's the light Pokemon. Like that. Regieleki's the closest thing we'll get. It's like light in like a physical material, or the most physical way you can make the material electricity. I guess electricity isn't a physical material, but you get what I mean with like the makeup of a Pokemon. What are you just gonna have a light Pokemon with just like a glowing orb? No, Regieleki's cool because the electricity, you see the electricity darting all out of it and stuff. It looks wild. That's a really cool Pokemon too. And honestly, like, dude, I think Sword and Shield is the most underrated Pokemon gen. Galar, Gen 8. Because, I don't know. Dude, people just hate on stuff. So it might just be that. I might just be seeing too much of the haters, what they think. But I feel like a lot of people just hate on Sword and Shield. That whole gen as a whole. I'll admit, the starters aren't the best. All their base forms look cool. Like the first stage. And the final evolutions are meh. Rillaboom's okay. Cinderace I don't really like. Inteleon's just okay as well. Only reason I like Inteleon a little bit is because I like battling with him. I like his shiny. And then I thought it was sick that Leon's Inteleon was dual wielding. I'm like, that is awesome seeing that. But, I mean, you look at the rest of the gen. Dragapult, the pseudo-legendary, that's one of the coolest pseudo-legendaries of all time. I mean, that thing can go toe-to-toe with Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, all those guys. Garchomp, you can compare Dragapult to all those guys. That thing is so, so cool. Then you look at, I mean, the legendaries aren't the best, but to be fair, like, the past couple legendaries haven't been the best. Zamashin and Zamazenta, they were OP. The one with the sword in the mouth, whichever one that is, that one was OP in battling, I'm pretty sure. But, like, they didn't look very cool. But, like, then you look at Sun and Moon, the legendaries didn't look too good. X and Y, the legendaries didn't look too good, so that's fine. With those being not the great, that's fine. But then you look at, like, the games. I loved the games. I loved how it was just about battling. There's all these cool Pokemon like Octolock and all that stuff. Surfetched, I love that Pokemon. All the new forms they got. They added Regieleki, Regidrago. Those are both sick. The Galarian birds. Calyrex is weird. I hate that thing. I think that's really, really weird Pokemon. But, I mean, the rest of it is just awesome, man. I'm trying to think of other... Because I had a team with just Pokemon from... I play Showdown, and I had a Pokemon, a team of Pokemon just from Gen 9, besides Snorlax. He was the only one I had. It was Galarian Zapdos, Dragapult, Snorlax, Galarian Slowking, and Slowbro. Those are both awesome as well. Then I had how'd I forget Duraludon? Duraludon, probably my favorite new Pokemon from that gen. A lot of people hate on it. Dude, I love Duraludon. I don't know what it is. I think that thing looks so sick. I love battling with it as well. It's just fun to use in battling. Then who was the last guy on my team? Inteleon was the last one, the starter. Yeah, man, dude, Gen 8's an underrated gen. It's really good. We're going to look back on that gen years from now and be like, that was a really, really good gen that got way too much hate for when it came out. Yeah, everyone says it looks like a fridge, a skyscraper, or the Gigantamax looks like a skyscraper. I think it's sick. I love it. I will admit, Appleton, I believe that was Gen 8. Those things are weird. Yeah, those are goofy. I'll admit that. But, like, what are some other cool Pokemon from that gen? It's a newer gen, so I don't know right off the top of my head. I gotta check the decks. Gen 8... Pokedex. Let's see. Cooperage is cool. Berserker's cool. Grimmsnarl's really cool. Zarude was okay. I'll admit that. Urshifu was really cool. Colossal was cool. Like I said, the Grapplock was cool. Oh, Toxtricity looked sick. I think it was really bad in battling. But it looked really cool as well. Eskew's a cool Pokemon. And like I said, Duraludon, man. I love Duraludon. That thing's so awesome. Obstagoon. I love it when they do that. They've really been doing good. Cramorant's a cool Pokemon, too, if I'm being honest. Corviknight. Oh my gosh, how did I forget about Corviknight? Corviknight's so cool as well. One thing I really like Pokemon have been doing is adding these evolutions and forms to, like, old, like, Pokemon that we kind of just forgot about. Like, oh, he was sleeping. My bad. Frigabax, didn't mean to wake you. But, Zigzagoon, Linoon, completely, like, forgotten about Pokemon. Then they just give it this form, Obstagoon. I don't know how good it is in normal battling, but in Pokemon Go, that thing's cracked in PvP. It's so good. It's a really cool Pokemon, too. And the shiny is amazing. It's like the blue and red and white. It looks so gnarly. Still waiting for new Maractus form. That would be a cool one as well. I'm kind of surprised that one doesn't get a regional. Yeah, it does look like the toothpaste stuff. You're right. Like a toothpaste tube. You're right about that. But Maractus, that's a sick one. That they should probably do something for eventually. They need to do... There's two things that I really hope Pokemon do eventually. I want to get like an African-themed region, which will come one day, I'm pretty sure. Because if you look at the Pokedex for Kuparaja, it mentions that that Pokemon's originally from like a different region. In like elephants, or maybe India is what they would do for the elephant. India, Africa, one of those two, like they could combine those into one region. Like one of those two, I think they'd do something cool like that. And adding on top of that too, like look, we can combine all these ideas into one big region. Because with this, you have all the different areas too. You could have one new region where it's like Africa, India, and Egypt. I want them to do something with like ancient Egypt inspired stuff. I see all these fan-made Pokemon games and stuff. Or not games, designs, I should say. Like people making the starters, making all this stuff. Like it's so cool. One of the coolest ones I saw was of like ancient Rome or Greece maybe. And one of the Pokemon was like this ghost rock Pokemon, and it was of like the Colosseum, or the, not Colosseums, like the big buildings. Hang on, let me, I got someone coming over. I'm selling some stuff. Selling some chairs. Getting them out of the way, out of the backyard. So the person said they're coming soon, so I gotta set the timer for that. That's one of the reasons why we're doing shorter stream today. And also, too, gotta go to the happiest place on earth, the DMV. Unfortunately. But, it was, it's not the Colosseum, that's Italy. That cathedral. I took a Greek history class. Ancient Greece building. Sound like the tip of my tongue. The Parthenon. That. It was based on that, and it was a ghost rock Pokemon, and it had all these like pillars and stuff on it, the columns. It looked so cool. And I was like, that would be an awesome design for a Pokemon. That would be so cool. And then all the other stuff they did, like basing stuff off the gods and all that, that would be sick. But Ancient Egypt, dude, I love Ancient Egypt. That's one of my favorite art. That probably is my favorite part throughout history. And imagine if we had a region based on that. Like the Egyptian gods and all that stuff. That'd be so cool. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. And then they combined all these different, like, cool regions into one. Because there are regions in the game that they obviously have plans to make that we haven't seen yet. Kuparaja is the one example. Then, Meltan is the next one. He was in Sun and Moon, but he wasn't from the Alola region. It came on a boat from a different region. So, I mean, we're eventually going to see what that is. God, I saw that one there that kind of looked purple. Could you imagine how, like, the shiny for Baxcalibur would be way cooler if it was, like, all purple. That would be sick. No. I keep finding all these Pokeballs. Do these things respawn? Like, do more Pokeballs pop up over time? Because I swear I've been through all of this area and I got everything. There's no way. Because look, I'm just running through looking for shiny Frigabacks, and I'm just grabbing them as I go. There's no way I didn't grab them before when I was out looking for these things. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I think that's so cool that Meltan's from a different region we don't know about in Melmetal, because that's a really cool Pokemon. Melmetal, I think, is awesome. OP, Ash used him in the Alola League. That thing was awesome. And I love, like, the story of how it came over, like, was aboard a ship, came over, got to Alola, and there was, like, the whole, like, swarm of them. They eat all the metal and stuff, chow it down like it's nothing. I think it's meant to be, like, some sort of invasive species, like, that was the concept there for it being in Alola. But it's so cool, like, it's such a cool Pokemon. And the idea that it came from a different region and we still don't know the region is unlike anything we've seen before in Pokemon. We had the end of, I think, the Johto anime. We saw Blaziken. And it was like, oh my god, what region is that guy from? And it was from Hoenn. But Hoenn obviously was the next gen after Johto. So it was like this Pokemon's from some different region, and then we saw it the next gen that came out. Melmetal, though, came out in Gen 7. We're in Gen 9 now, and we have still no idea where that thing's from. Not from Galar, not from Paldea. Maybe it'll be from the next gen we end up getting. That's crazy to think about, too, because the new Pokemon games come out once every, 3 years? So it'll be 2026 when we get the next one? No. 2, 3, 4, 2025, maybe? I don't know, because they might do it differently now with the release of DLCs and the success of these remake games, because they're on the cycle they're kind of on now. So it might not be as soon, but typically I think it's every 3 years is when the new Pokemon games come out, and with them, obviously whole new regions and everything like that. That's such a fun time when the new Pokemon games are coming out, because so many people just play the games like once, and like they don't keep playing the games after they beat it and stuff, but they just play it when the game first comes out and go through and beat it, and that's it. And like all the hype with all the people saying they're coming back and playing Pokemon, or that they're all the hype around it with all the videos and stuff people make, the predictions, the leaks, the assumptions, the theories, all that stuff, man. It's such a fun time when a new Pokemon game is coming out. I don't mean like new game like the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I mean new game like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Sword and Shield, the start of a new generation. It's so cool, man. Pokemon's so awesome. Honestly, though, with a lot of the new Pokemon that have been coming out with these newer regions, I'm like, who's coming up with these designs? Because I think I saw some video one time of like what it takes to get for a Pokemon design to get like finalized or published or actually used or released or whatever phrasing you want to say for it. And it was a lot. And I'm like, some of these designs, how are these getting approved? Because I'm looking at some fan-made designs, and they're some of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm like, these fan-made designs are cooler than the majority of the Pokemon we're getting from actually Pokemon. Like, just go look up, like, I always see it on TikTok. It's the fan-made regions. And I'm just looking at them like, oh, look at that Snover. He's eating. He's having a snack. I'm like, these fan-made Pokemon are so awesome. Oh, this looks so cool. With the sun there coming up. Oh, look, I'm cold. Can I take a selfie? Flip the camera. Look at that. That looks sick. How do I take the picture? There we go. Capture taken. That looks so cool. Look at that. That looks sick there. Look at that. He's sleeping. Oh, we woke him up. Sorry, Frigabacks. He was sleeping over there. Look, there's a whole bunch up here on the rocks. Ooh, the sun's shining over there. That's bright. Citadel. Frigabacks. Ooh, rare candy. Another Frigabacks. One thing I'm really excited though for Pokemon remake games. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl were bad. They weren't good. Copy and paste of games that weren't even that good to begin with. I liked the graphics for them. A lot of people didn't like how it was. I don't even know what you'd call it. Like, I don't even know. 3D, 2D, whatever it is. Whatever the design they made for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I thought the game looked cool. I didn't like that it was just an exact replica, copy and paste of Diamond and Pearl, because I didn't like those games that much originally. Now, if they had done Pokemon Platinum, and we gotten to go to the Distortion world, do stuff with Giratina, I think that's a game that fans would have been cool with them just copy and pasting. But doing it with the original ones is like, man, that's not the best. And I think why they did it, like, this is what I don't get. I think why they did it is so they could release 2 games. But wouldn't you, like, honestly, like, looking at, like, the aftermarket, I guess you could say, or on the market for how much people buy Pokemon Platinum for? Like, that game's an expensive game. Because fans love it so much. People talk about that game as one of the best games of all time. Like, the big 3 Pokemon games, I feel that people really talk about as, like, being the best. Or, honestly, no. I'd say the 2. The 2 that are kind of unanimously above everything else are Black 2, White 2, and Pokemon Platinum. Those 2 are just above everything else. And did they really make the decision, like, okay, we can release 2 games and make X amount of money, or we could release 1 game and make X, Y amount of money? Like, they really don't think that they would have made more money releasing just... Because it's all about money at the end of the day. That's why they're making those decisions and doing that stuff. They really didn't think they'd make more money making just a remake of Pokemon Platinum than they would doing just an exact remake of Diamond and Pearl. Like, if they changed stuff in Diamond and Pearl, then I could understand the logic behind it. It's like, oh, they're changing the game, so that's why we're going to release these 2. But the game's literally exactly the same. They didn't change anything. They're bad. I mean, like, I feel like I sound like a hater saying it, but they're like, I really don't like that whole generation, if I'm being honest. Legendaries are trash. Games are ass. The cards in that era were honestly kind of gross. Damn, a sneeze. Sorry. The level X's were kind of cool. But dude, I opened so many packs when I was little from that, and I only ever pulled 1 level X out of a tin. Or I mean, out of a normal pack. The rest I got for promos out of tins. And the promo ones had cooler artworks than the actual ones you could pull in the packs. It was... And then you had the borders where it was like faded yellow. Like the Pokemon cards looked all ripped up and like they looked old. And then you had also too the levels at the top. Like I understand with level X, like that sounds cool. But then every other Pokemon had a level at the top, and that was just kind of weird. Gen 4 might be the worst gen. Some people might hate on me for saying that. It's got good starters. I like Torterra, Empoleon, and Infernape. All those are cool. It's carried by... The starters, Garchomp, Lucario, and Giratina, carry Gen 4 harder than any other thing carries anything in Pokemon. There's no doubt in my mind about that. You can't look me in the eyes and say Palkia and Dialga are good legendaries. I can understand maybe nostalgia, you like them. But you can't look at those things and say, yeah, those are good legendaries. Because then when you look at good legendaries, you're looking at Lugia and Ho-Oh, Kyogre and Groudon, Reshiram and Zekrom. Like, those are good legendaries. Palkia and Dialga, I put them below Xerneas and Yveltal. Look, I could barely even remember their names. You know why? Because Xerneas and Yveltal at least have decent shinies. Palkia just turns a little more pink. Dialga just turns a little, like, yellowish, I think. Besides that, they're kind of bad. They did, you know what? That gen did add all those evolutions. That is cool. I'll give them that. But like, that's just adding on to stuff that was already there. Didn't come up with a lot of cool new stuff. Gen 5 is just head and shoulders above. And again, too, you look at... I mean, it gave you Regigigas, which was cool, expanding off the Regis from the gen before. But the Lake Trio? Oh my gosh, dude, those things suck. The Lake Trio, are you kidding me? Especially when you're coming off Gen 3, where you had Latios, Latias, and then the 3 Regis, Regice, Regirock, Registeel. I get adding Regigigas, that's cool. Lake Trio, bad. Darkrai's cool. Darkrai is really cool. The show was pretty good as well. So maybe it isn't as bad as I'm making it out to be. Maybe it is a little better. Paul was a cool rival in the show. The show was good, I'll admit that. But like the gen as a whole, I think it's carried by the starters, Giratina, Darkrai, Lucario, and Garchomp. And Cynthia. Cynthia's really cool. Staraptor's cool too. Now that the Spiritom's cool, I don't think of it more and more. It is a pretty cool generation. Maybe, you know, I'll forget that. Gen 4 is a cool gen. The games weren't that fun. Platinum was one of the best games of all time. But the shinies, or the legendaries. The legendaries are bad. Giratina carries hard in that category. And what's the mythical for that gen? Because it's Jirachi the gen before. It goes Mew, Celebi, Jirachi. Don't know. Victini. Hoopa. Gen 7. Gen 7. What's the mythical of Gen 7? Sun and Moon mythical. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, it was Shaman in Gen 4. Eh. Shaman had that movie, but Shaman's kind of a whack Pokemon. You can look at the ones before. Mew, Jirachi, Celebi. Those are all cool mythicals. Hoopa's a really cool mythical as well. Zarude, last gen. That was a cool mythical as well. That might have been one of the coolest ones. If they all came out right now today at the same time, I think people would say Zarude's the coolest one. Well, everyone, we have yet to find the shiny. I said it was going to be a shorter stream today because I got some other stuff to do. So we're going to... Leave me alone, Satata. Leave me alone. That's all for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I said shorter stream today, but we'll be back tomorrow looking for shiny Frigabacks. We'll find it. I'm confident. Do you see how many... We only used 2 sandwiches today. Do you see... Oh, Snover. Back up. Do you see how many Frigabacks we saw today? We found 20 minutes in. We found a shiny. Shiny Snow. Where'd he go? We have. Where is he? Am I where'd it go? Where'd the Where's the shiny Snorunt? Or Snover? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. There he is, shiny Snover. Dude, I was worried for a second there. I thought he was gone. Let's start putting... Box 8. That's where we're going to start storing all the shinies. Just so I don't lose them. Oh my gosh. Yo, Rami, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. You're tuning in at the end of the stream here. I apologize about that. We'll be live tomorrow again, though, at 1 o'clock. Shiny hunting Frigabacks once more. But our shiny looks pretty good. We found... what am I? I'm going to Snover. 20 minutes into the stream today, we found shiny Snover. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that. 2 shiny hunts in a row. We find a different shiny before we find the actual shiny we want, but I'm not complaining. A shiny's a shiny. That is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be posting shorts and stuff. There's a short going up tonight. New stream tomorrow, like I said. I appreciate to all those that tuned in this stream today. Shout out X and Rami. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for taking the time to chill, hang out, and watch me do this shiny hunt today. We will be live again tomorrow, like I said. Probably about 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll be going live, hopefully finding an actual shiny Frigabacks and then evolving it to a shiny Baxcalibur. But that is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, both at the Pokeplaya. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I was just saying. And this is the Pokeplaya signing out. Thank you.